Yes! Yes, it's Thursday. You know what time it is? It's time to cuss with Gus. Gus, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Good, man. Good. Like I was saying, just got back in town, trying to get organized, but get back to normal. Get back on doing exercise and eating kale instead of drinking beer and eating Chicago pizza for 4 days.
Yeah! Now that's a diet right there I could do. Beer and pizza. Chicago deep dish, baby.
It's good. It's good for a quick gaining 10 pounds and a hangover for 4 days. So the friends and family, you can't beat it. So you go back a couple times a year, and we had a blast. It was a really fun weekend.
That's awesome, man. And you met the Russian analyst out there.
I did. He showed, and I was just telling you, so I'm trying to squeeze together seeing high school buddies, college buddies, family, blah blah blah. So yeah, he met me up there at the street fest on Saturday. Showed up for a quick hour. It met a couple friends of mine, etc. And utter fucking chaos too. It's like it's called the Old Town Art Fair. It's a good time. So they shut down. I don't even know what the stretch is. Probably like a half-mile stretch, and everyone's just boozing outside, inside. It's bar after bar after bar, and it was a great time. And I had a great weekend, obviously. And we're still busy as shit. So it's hard to conduct business Monday after a weekend like that, but I do my, and apologies to anyone if I was sniffing on the phone Monday morning. It was a really rough fucking Sunday. So forgive me.
Did you get any Reiki when you were there in Chicago with the family?
I got a lot of I got taxed a lot. That definitely happened. So total side note, and forgive me, I'm just gonna bitch about it. So the hotel tax, dude, is like when I'm in the burbs, I stay with mom, so she could tell me how disappointed she is in me, etc. And then,
oh my God.
Dude, yeah,
getting married is great. Wow, when are you going to get married? I want grandchildren. And what's wrong with you?
Yeah, my two younger brothers are married with kids, so I'm like the black sheep, like her brother. So whenever I go to the city though to hang out with buddies and get rowdy in the city, I'll stay in a hotel. Dude, the Chicago hotel tax is like fucking 25%.
What?
So dude, it's ridiculous. So you book a room for a couple $100 and then a night, and then you see the hotel tax is like $50 fucking a night. So just the city tax for the hotel is like 25%, something like that. Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe it, and they're still fucking bankrupt.
Yeah,
I think I just saw something come out today on Zero Hedge, like they had to send contractors like, dear contractor, your payment might not come in this July 1st or whatever. So yeah, it's a very total liberal Bolshevik city, and they're broke and they overcharge everything, and people are running out, but. I'll always call it home. That's where I'm from. I grew up there. The friends and family are still there. So the people are fucking awesome. It's just that the politics is so disgusting.
Yeah, that's kind of like New York, but I don't even think we have the level of corruption you guys do. You guys take corruption to an art form.
Yeah. Well, and New York is more, and you'd know this obviously way better than I would. I think New York is more of a international city.
Yeah,
meaning like. Every time I've been to Manhattan, you meet a group of girls at a bar or whatever, and it's
hi, I'm from Swaziland. Like, where the hell is that?
Yeah. Fucking, one of them's from Switzerland, one's Russian, one's Polish, one's Australian. You're like, holy shit.
And you meet the rare Italian. I'm like, what? What's Italia?
Yeah, no. Chicago. Most people in Chicago like gravitate from the entire Midwest. So. Most people you meet in Chicago are Midwestern people, where if you go LA, New York, more anyway, the way I view them is more international cities. So most people you meet a lot of them are New Yorkers, but it's a lot of international people too, obviously. But no, man, it was a great time, and meeting James is great too. It was a solid dude.
Some say that he looks like a Russian bear, and that even in hot weather he wears a Bolshevik hat. Is that true?
Dude, he was yes, and he showed up drinking a bottle of Russian vodka. Yes. No, dude, he's straight, very, very straight shooter.
Yes.
And yeah, he seemed like a great guy. It was obviously my first time meeting him.
Yeah, good guy. So where do you want to begin, man? I mean, a lot of crap's going on. The left has finally gone militant, and yet they're still blaming Trump for that. They're like, it's because of Donald Trump's violence and his violent rhetoric that a crazy guy decided to go shoot up a baseball park, shooting 50 rounds and was able to barely touch a congressman and put him in a hospital.
Well, what happened yesterday? I mean, I don't think it could be understated, and I don't want to, whenever since the election, since even before the election, all we've been hearing, all the left's been pumping out, fucking the CNN or MSNBC or Washington Post, is all these, white nationalist Nazi attacking stuff, and then you end up, after you dig in a little further, you end up finding out 99% of these stories are hoaxes that the people staged themselves. So they want to make, ever since Trump got elected, they're trying to say magical unicorn swastikas are popping up everywhere and everyone's being attacked. When, again, most of those stories end up being hoaxes. It'll be like a person who just did it to themselves and got caught on a street camera or something, total bullshit story. Mm-hmm. But if we look at the left, everything, I think Fox News is in front of this, and a lot of the left has migrated. So if yesterday was an isolated incident, I'd be like, okay, this is one, lunatic. Fuck it. It's one crazy guy that took it to a different level. And let's call it what it is. Yesterday was a straight up assassination attempt. He was trying to politically assassinate fucking politicians, not on it. And again, if it was by itself, fine, it's an anomaly, whatever. But if we look at the last 6 months, these people, fuck the last fucking year, like these people have grown, and it appears to be part of everything we talk about every week: the cultural Marxist, the postmodern, the Antifa fucks. It's straight up. I don't want to sound like hyperbole. It looks like they're trying to incite a civil fucking war. I don't know how else to say it. I
don't understand how the bitch ass betas hope to survive that.
I don't know. I don't know what's the end game here for them. I'm trying to figure.
Cuss, you and I could take on a batch of 20 of these guys easily.
Probably me and you could probably take out the state of California. Like
exactly.
Dude, I don't. What's going on in their heads? Like that's what I don't understand. Whenever you embark on a project or something productive, or in my mind, I kind of like, all right, here's how I'm going to execute that. Here's my finish line. Here's when I know the task is completed, or what do I want to accomplish. But so I try to operationally think through it. So, and I do the same thing when I'm dealing in business, like when I'm negotiating with someone, or it could be a client or someone we're going to hire. I try to think of try to empathize or sympathize with what's going on in their mind. And when I look at the liberals and all this shit the last year, and the shooter tomorrow or yesterday, what the fuck is going on in their mind? Yeah. What is their end game? What are they? And I'm not one to push hyperbole, but all signs point to like they are just trying to start a civil war and overthrow Republicans. And I don't know what else all these actions could mean, or what they're implying, what they're hoping to accomplish by it. And to your point, dude, like there's 100 million gun owners in the U.S. and all you look at how much of the military votes libertarian or Republican or whatever, and you're like, what the fuck are these people thinking? Like, are these fucking geeks thinking like they're going to steamroll the country because because they're able to shut down college campuses? They think that's what it would really be like.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, well, dude, I think a lot of them have just never been checked physically. Their parents were pussies. They've been able to bitch their whole lives. No one's ever fucking verbally. The university professors are utter fucking pussies too, and they're liberal cunts. So I don't think anyone's ever like put them in their plate. It's kind of like they say the way to handle a bully is just to fucking slap him in the mouth and he'll stop fucking with you. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's their culture. Like, no one's ever put them in their place, so they don't know that you can't steamroll your way through life. People eventually are going to check you. You're eventually going to fuck with the wrong person. So, I don't know, man. And the media still, like, holy fuck, you're right, dude. They jumped down the side of there was like a Wolf Blitzer interview where one of the guys like, well, I could understand why he did what he did. And Wolf's like, yeah, he probably, and I'm like, they're like rationalizing a political assassination attempt. And when you go down that path, like, it's hard to dig your way out. If this is going to be the new normal, they could bitch all they want about their fucking fake white nationalism and Nazi bullshit, and suddenly the country's being overrun with spray painting swastikas, which is total bullshit. But like, how far down this? All right, they're burning buildings, they're burning campuses, they're trying to kill politicians who don't agree with them. They get Weinstein. Him and his families have left campus. They're basically like, they've gone full Bolshevik. They've gone full Nazi and Bolshevik political tactics.
Yeah,
they're burning. They're beating people. They're shooting at people. They're burning things. They're destroying property. They're physically attacking people. Like, they are really. This seems like it might be early stages of something that's not going to end well.
No, it's definitely not going to end well for them. And let's recap real quick, man. The first volley is all the hashtags that are out on Twitter: assassinate Trump, kill Trump, assassinate Trump, assassinate Trump. Then we move from assassinate Trump to celebrities saying assassinate Trump. Then we have Snoop Poop Doggy Dog, aka Poop Lion, or whatever he's calling himself this week or this month. The guy who has very few functioning brain cells left. He does a video where he has a guy dressed up as Donald Trump and he pretends to shoot him, right? Then you fast forward even more. Then the vitriol gets even more. I wish he was dead, blah, blah, blah. All these freaking betas who can't even fire a water gun, who've never been in a fight in their life, all of a sudden they want to bow up. All of a sudden they want to get all tough and start talking about assassinating a president. I mean, imagine this shit if you and I were saying these things during the Obama era. Forget about it.
Yeah, no. I mean, with Obama, you were. I mean, you're called a racist if you don't like high taxes.
Right, exactly.
Like,
it's like it was like the sacred cow.
You can't even complain about how much of your money they're going to steal.
Yeah,
like that's not allowed. So I think we talked about it last week or the previous week. Dude, I am totally all for freedom of speech, freedom of expression. It's a founding principle of a country of liberties and a country that's free, except for a call to action or a call to violence. They always use the movie theater analogy. So when you start using freedom of speech, or a lot of times, I don't know if you notice it too, like with that ginger redheaded skank, Griffin, whatever the hell her name is. That's the second one. Then she comes up with a beheading for that. She's such a fucking like D-lister. I don't even fucking remember her name. Like, so
right.
What the left will do a lot of times is they'll hide behind art. Like they'll say, "Oh, that's just art. Like it's us eating babies, like some satanic ritual of fucking drinking blood and eating babies, but it's just art, or it's just assassinating the fuck." So they'll either hide behind freedom of speech or behind art, but it's a call to action. That when you start promoting violence and trying to get retarded zombies to get violent, and dude, even Bernie's talk. Like, so I was watching highlights. Like, you keep saying revolution, like political revolution, political revolution. It's like you are inciting stupid fucking basement dwellers with nothing to lose. That basically the way to do this is some sort of physical confrontation or revolution or whatever. So I don't. The problem is, I mean, none of these people, and the guy from yesterday is a little different. He was like some 45-year-old fucking virgin. But a lot of these kids, a lot of these millennials, like, aren't eventually their parents who are flipping the bill for their fucking lives.
They don't think that far, bro.
But aren't their parents going to be like, dude, playtime's over. get a job or get the fuck out. Like, aren't their parents going to check them? Like, these kids are their parents own assets. Their parents have 401ks. Their parents have livelihoods, and because someone's feeding these fucking kids. So at some point, again, doesn't their family have to put their foot down and be like, what? And maybe a lot of them have like disowned their family, like these Antifa fucks. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's, dude, the danger is they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They're totally indoctrinated. And when you have nothing to lose, that is the most dangerous type of person. When a person has nothing to lose, they don't think of ramifications. They don't think of prison. They don't think of getting killed. They don't think of destroying their future. They don't think of any of that shit because life has become fucking hopeless. So they are useful. They are useful idiots, and the media and politicians totally utilize them and make them dangerous, useful idiots. So I don't know, man. And I'm so, dude, this is the problem. So it's a paradox to want the government, as a libertarian, it's a paradox to want to see the government come in and start cracking shit down.
Yeah.
But it's gotten so violent and so bad out there that either citizens, either libertarians, conservatives, they're either going to have to take it in their own hands, or the government is going to have to step in and start checking all these people. And I don't know which way it's going to play out, but they're not slowing down. Shit's only getting worse, dude. It's only getting worse. The riots, the assassinations, it's all spiraling out of control. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen this before in my lifetime in the U.S.
I mean, you made a point. You made a very incredible point that the left likes to hide behind art. And one of the things is, you know, they understand that human subconscious is a very powerful thing. Imagery and symbolism is very powerful. It's actually more powerful than a spoken word. And when you have constant imagery of assassinations and beheadings of a sitting president, when you're a dish rag of ill repute like the New York Times, and you refuse to call him President Trump, you keep calling him Mr. Trump, okay? I mean, you are setting up the hostility, and the violence is from the left. And and here's the thing, folks. I sincerely beg the left, please go ahead and get more violent. Go ahead and get more vitriolic and more crazy. Because what you're doing is, for the first time, and I love this, and I believe this wholeheartedly, Gus, we are witnessing the unraveling of the left. Okay? Politically, they have climbed the hill called Russiagate. And they're going to fall on that hill. They're going to die on that hill. They're going to fall on their own swords. They're going to self-immolate. And then socially, what I love, what no one else has been able to do, Gus, for the last 50 years, finally, the mask is off the left. The mask of peace, love, tolerance, inclusion is gone. They're violent, hateful, intolerant, bigoted, disgusting tyrants.
Can you imagine for a second the reaction if, like, hashtags and social media and whatever started promoting violence against, like, journalists? What if people on the right, like, what would be the less reaction if, like, conservatives or neocons or libertarians or whoever, people on the right started saying, you know what, if you happen to run into Rachel Maddow, just beat her fucking face in.
Absolutely.
Like, what would be their reaction to that? If you happen to run into Anderson Cooper, throw him off a roof. If you happen to run if you happen to run into a New York Times reporter, stomp their fucking face into the ground. Like, what would be? But dude, that's what the left does. The Antifa people pass out, like, pictures of, like, here's Gavin McInnes. We want to get this guy. Like, they have, like, targeted hit lists. Like, that.
Bunch of posers, man.
Dude, that is what
Bunch
they're.
of posers.
And the fact that that's why I'm like, it's leading to political violence and assassinations and blah, blah, blah. And that's a scary fucking place, dude, because not only is it scary what they're capable of, what's scary is the reaction of us, people on the right or whatever, liberty-loving fucking libertarians. Our reaction could be scary because you don't know how far some people will go. And the government's reaction could be scary. When you start doing this shit, you give the government the green light for fucking militarizing police. You give the government the green light for fucking going martial law kind of shit.
Right.
So there is no good response to it. There is no good outcome, but they seem to not give a fuck.
Right.
Like, I don't know which direction it's going to go, but it can't continue to what they're doing. And they're fucking glorifying it, dude. Like, they're glorifying this shit. And I hope, and I don't go into, I don't talk about politics so much with like family and friends and shit who aren't as, they aren't as informed as we are or keep tabs on it like we do. I have to think the people who are more neutral or independent or mainstream, I have to think they're seeing this kind of shit, and it's going to reelect Trump. Like, this is like, oh, thank God Hillary lost. These fucking toddlers act. They're all like retarded fucking Bolshevik entitled brats and babies and just disgusting thugs. Yeah. So I would think this would make the country more Republican or Trump get reelected. I don't know how else middle America views this shit. Like, because I'm seeing it, it's like, oh God, I would think other people, but the media hides it too. They don't show the Antifa shit. They make it think it's Nazis attacking these peaceful fucking hippies. So I don't know, man. These are fucking scary times, dude. And rarely am I like fucking creeped out. Usually I'm more angry. Now I'm just like, fuck this. It might be more real than I thought. Like, shit's getting real, as they say.
Yeah, no, shit is getting real. At the end of the day, man, I think, we got to always realize these crazy nut jobs are not the majority, and it's us, it's people that think like us that are the majority. And they keep at it, man. They're going to wake up a sleeping giant. And that sleeping giant is something that not even the fucking government is going to be able to stop. That sleeping giant, when that thing wakes up, it's on, and it's going to correct itself. I mean, there was I have a family member who was connected to a military colonel. And the colonel said it best. Every so many years, every couple hundred years, this land requires blood. He's absolutely freaking right.
That's like the TJ quote. The tree of liberty has to be watered
by the blood of patriots and tyrants.
Yep. Man, but as much as you're like, you try to avoid confrontation and conflict and violence. Thomas Paine had a great one too, where he said, I hope trouble doesn't come, but if it comes, let it come during my time, not my children's time. So, maybe if something does happen, I hope our generation are ones it does happen to. I hope your children and my brother, my nieces and nephews don't have to fucking deal with this shit. Exactly. I hope it gets defeated before it gets to them. So the country could have a renaissance and this is actually what the Bill of Rights sounds like, and this is what fucking Thomas Jefferson talked about. Like, maybe it needs it.
I think, what, man. I think as crazy as and as frustrating as these times are, we got to look at it this way. The far left has lost miserably in the only medium that matters today, and that's the internet. They've lost social media. They've lost the internet. They lost public debate. They don't have the real strength to get into a fight with us on a physical level. They can do little cowardly acts like what they did today. They're such terrible shots. These guys couldn't hit a mailbox at 15 feet. They just suck.
That's part of that's one of the things that when I found out, so it's like he was such a beta cuck that he couldn't even fucking hit shit. Like, so even he's even a shitty shot, so to speak. Like,
Yes.
he never trained with a moving fucking target or anything.
No, never. I mean, there are 8-year-old girls in the Midwest that could put a bullet in a deer at 75 yards.
Yeah. Dude, I think Rand Paul said it, but like, it's a total like miracle from God that this wasn't like a total fucking massacre.
It is.
Yeah, like it could have easily went like, 20 or 30, congressmen and senators get fucking mowed down.
Absolutely. The guy fired 50 shots, bro.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible story. And yeah, but so I think the Democratic politicians, I think they'll play nice for a day or two. And they'll jump right back on the obstruction of justice bullshit and whatever witch hunt they're pushing this week. Yeah, dude, did you watch did you see what they're trying to make a big deal of? I'm not sure if you caught it or not. The Democrat senator, the woman, like Sessions cut her off or something during her questioning, and like they tried making that a big story. Like, is it sexism and chauvinism that Sessions cut her off or something? Like, it's like, dude, shut the fuck
And this
up.
is what I love. Like, a lot of people, bro, are thinking that the left mainstream media is growing in audience. It's not. You see, the most far left-wing network right now is Rachel Madcow's and MSLSD. MSLSD is the most rabid left-wing network, and then followed by CNN. All they're doing is recycling viewers from one side to the next. So all it is, they're not growing in numbers. So it's like, at the same time, they're energizing these idiots. It's ridiculous, man.
No, man, dude, I don't know. I'll put one of them on from time to time. Just why I stopped a couple months ago is it's just the same fucking thing over. It's Russia, white supremacist. What Russia, white Bannon is Hitler. Bannon is Hitler. Putin owns Trump. It's the same fucking two narratives over and over. Like, so it's not even interesting anymore. It's just they can't come up with anything new, and I don't know. So you could tell within 2 minutes of meeting someone, a stranger, if politics by some dude, a lot of them actually have the balls to like start talking politics now. You could tell within a minute of meeting a stranger where they get their information from.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, if they go straight to Bannon is Hitler and Putin owns Trump, like it's Russia or Nazi. That's those are the two word tracks. That's it. That's all they can fucking talk about. Bannon, Hitler, Russia, Putin, and I don't know. It's so fucking boring, and it's so like, what do they say? Beat it with a dead horse. It's like, it's fucking done, dude. You all got conned, and none of it's true. There's no where's the, as Tucker Carlson always says, where the fuck's the evidence? Show me the evidence. Where's the fuck's there is no fucking evidence. Nothing. Zero. So what is there to keep talking about? It's a fictional. The media though is their only power source left.
Exactly. Is that funny? And it's the only thing that it's a power source that nobody watches.
Well, think about it. Think about the every branch of government. Republicans literally control the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court, the executive branch, like fucking whatever, 35 or 37 state legislatures or governorships. Like, it's a fucking political bloodbath for these fucking Bolsheviks. But so the media, and let me add it, it's the media and academia. So it's the media and the universities. Those are their only two sources of influence and control right now. So maybe that's, you hear these fucking the liberal politicians speak, and like it's just the same shit. Oh, we're going to impeach him. How the fuck are you going to impeach him? You don't control shit. Who the fuck's going to impeach him? Yeah, you don't control the House. You don't control the Senate. You don't control dick. Like, who are you going to fucking impeach? Right. So they're preaching to their fucking audience, and they're preaching to the choir, and the media plays on it. Like, I don't. At the end of the day, dude, they can't do shit until the Democrats. They can't do shit politically until 2018, right? Till the midterm elections. So it's all bark. It's no bite. Everything's bark, you know.
Right. At the same time, the DNC is pretty much on the verge of bankruptcy right now.
Dude, they eat themselves. Like they fight them. They fight. A couple of them like attacked Bernie. Like they're like the party shouldn't be led by a Jewish white guy. Like it needs to be led by an angry Muslim lesbian or something.
An angry, gay, black, Hispanic, or like, Asian Muslim.
The only way they'll give Bernie a chance is if he goes tranny or something. Like they're still on like the oppression Olympics, dude. It's like you're not oppressed enough. You can't like, dude. These people, it's so pathetic. It's just when you spend your entire life bitching about being a victim and you can't figure out why you're not successful. It's like maybe if you would have taken all that fucking brain capacity and cognitive ability and actually applied it to production and, you know, just sold a good or service that the public wants voluntarily, you'd actually wouldn't be such a fucking loser. But instead, think about the 1,000,001 ways, you know, you've been oppressed and you're a victim, and that's why you're a loser. Not because you focus on that as your entire fucking existence in life. Dude, fucking do something instead of bitching. Jesus Christ. They're like, dude, and I'm single, and these people have like filled the void of a fucking nagging wife for me. Like all I do is hear them bitch. Like, I don't like hearing bitching, and all they do is bitch. It's like, just fucking stop. Yeah. Fucking. I don't know. I don't know if you I know the Godfather 1 and 2 pretty well, and the Italian singer comes in and starts crying about the fucking party he didn't get. Yeah. And Brando just fucking starts shaking him and then fucking smacks him. And he's like, dude, be a fucking man. Jesus Christ, you pussy. Like, enough. Go fucking do something with your fucking life. Gee, like fucking losers. It's so, dude, every time we get off the fucking phone, I get so pissed. Jesus Christ. Just thinking about it makes me pissed.
Man, it's hilarious, bro. I mean, all they do, it's, have you seen this many? It's like a cacophony of beta. Bunch of betas.
Yeah, they can't, and they're so confused why they're losers. It's like this giant fucking mystery that when all you do is fucking whine and fucking take selfies and post fucking pictures of fucking cosmos on Facebook, you can't figure out why you're a fucking loser. It's like, really? Is it a big fucking mystery to you? Right. My God, man. And the fact that productive people who are working their ass off, people who are trying to start something from nothing, people who are trying to work their way out of the middle class to the upper class or out of poverty. There's hardworking fucking people out there. And we have to take time out of our fucking day to deal with your fucking bitching. It's like, you know, dude, if you've ever, that's what we said last week, like so many of these people, you could tell they've been parasites their whole lives. They've never tried starting. They've never tried starting a company, so they don't know what it's like dealing with regulations and during tax season. And like 25% of the time is just making sure the government's happy with the stick they have up my ass. It's like, but they don't get that. Like it's all puppy dogs and fucking ice cream for them. Like
they're losers, man. They don't produce nothing.
Dude,
they just sit around. They're either, you know, playing World of Warcraft or they're updating their Instagram selfies, or, you know, and I said there's nothing productive that these idiots are doing whatsoever.
No, dude, all these fucking, like, all the looting and rioting, it's like fucking Tuesday afternoon at 2:00. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
No one has a job.
Am I the only fucking asshole working? Like, where the fuck are these?
You know how easy it is to be poor in this country? Like, all you got to do is get some menial job, if that, or no, you don't even have to do a menial job. Get on the job off the books and say you're unemployed. And in certain spots around the country, you got a free ride, man. Especially you got some kids. You got a couple $1,000s per month, free housing, this, that, and the other. You're making the benefit equivalent of somebody who's working for $70,000 a year.
Dude, someone posted and I forgot which conservative commentator it was. It was if you want to speak at a college campus and you don't want protesters or rioters to show up, just put the speech at like 8 a.m. when they're all sleeping.
That's it.
Like, yeah, like none of them wake up before fucking 11. It's like, you know, breakfast is lunch, blah, blah, blah. And dude, yeah.
These are the people that are ready to compete in a global economy against Chinese and Indians and Russians.
Yeah, dude, wearing fucking Che Guevara t-shirts and fucking financing fucking iPhones. It's all incredible. And again, and on top of everything, on top of wanting to steal money, steal my shit, and on top of the constant bitching, now they're getting fucking violent on top of it. So it's like, not only you weren't the nagging ex-girlfriend, you were the fucking insane ex-girlfriend. You're like you want to like just fucking attack shit and bitch and like, Jesus fucking Christ, my God, dude. Their greatest problem is that this country has way too many people, way too much middle class.
Right.
The fact that capitalism and free markets has had so many people swell into a middle class they'll never win this war. There are too many gun owners, there are too many homeowners, there are too many people with retirement accounts, there are too many people with assets, there are too many people with children they love. They will never win. So your fucking Bolshevik bullshit might work in some of these fucking third world shitholes, but this country, it just has too many people to lose. And they're not going to give you all their fucking shit and fucking kids and their homes and their money. And so, yeah, go ahead and fucking take it. Have a good day. Don't forget the selfie when you're stealing my shit. It's not going to fucking happen. So let them fucking dream away. And like I said, the way I see it playing out is eventually the other citizens will fucking check them, or the government's going to check them. And maybe the answer is it depends who's in office. Like Obama let them fucking run free for fucking 8 years and destroy whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yep.
But you know, since Trump got in, I'm seeing people fight back, which is nice. But I'm not seeing the cops react the way they used to. Like back in the day, dude, and growing up in Chicago, my old man used to tell me stories about fucking the way that like Daley handled the fucking shit back in the 60s. Like cops used to beat the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
Totally. Like the crazy hippies would try, you know, burning cities, and the Chicago cops just come in there and beat the living fuck out of them.
And then they stopped.
Yeah. It's like, all right,
Bernie was alive back then, buddy. He was doing his thing in Chicago.
Yeah, dude, my guy Bernie. Dude, have you ever seen a clip of him when he was younger talking about bread lines are a good thing? Like people should wait in line for food. There's too much food in this country. Like, dude, Jesus, fuck.
Such an idiot.
Dude, they're all fucking.
Well, that's the problem, Gus. Because the 99% takes from the 1%, and the 3% divided by the 9%.
Yeah, dude. Their messiah, their messiah, Bernie, is like another example. Like a lifelong parasite.
Yeah.
Like never had a real job. Career politician his whole life. Like never started his own thing. I don't know if he's ever had like a 9-to-5 like company job. I think he's just like a career bullshitter. Like, well,
you remember that debate he did with Ted Cruz? Ted destroyed him.
Dude, it's not even, they're not even on the same page, dude. From an IQ standpoint, from an education standpoint, from an ideology, dude, Cruz is a sharp, and like he's had like Harvard professors say like he's the best debater they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like his law school professors, he's like, yeah, he's a badass debater and shit. And he got destroyed by Trump. I was gonna say the same thing, dude, but I fucking Trump. The Trump debates against the Republicans.
Oh my God, it was beautiful,
dude. That was fucking the best political TV I've ever seen.
Ever in my life.
Dude, yeah, what he did to fucking Bush was the best shit I've ever seen.
My mother is the strongest woman I know. Maybe she should run.
No, dude, he was a lot more controlled against Hillary because I don't think he wanted to I think he was playing the I don't know, like look like I'm being mean to the woman thing.
Sure.
But dude, against fucking Rubio and Bush and Cruz, I mean, the gloves came off, dude. He was out there. Oh, dude, he was out there throwing fucking bombs like haymakers. It was impressive.
It was impressive. He was a master at destroying them, just taking them apart, framing the arguments, playing it his way. I mean, he single-handedly destroyed the Bush dynasty.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Like, but Jeb could never run again, ever, anywhere. Dude, he couldn't even be ball catcher.
Dude, he straight up just pulled like a condescending New Yorker and just owned him. Like Jeb was all trying to be proper and monotone, and yeah, Trump just. Dude, Trump treated Jeb like he was mugging someone on fucking in Central Park or something. Yeah. It was fucking hilarious. it was you come to New York and I'm going to show you how we fucking do it. It was pretty well played, man. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well done. All
right, are they? No. I was going to say, are they? Have they migrated off to like the special prosecutorship? Is that just? Are they still?
No, they're not. Well, what's going to happen is Mueller's going to get his special, no case posse together because they got no case, and the no case posse is going to attempt, which are basically a bunch of Democratic donors. They're going to look for evidence of obstruction of justice, and then Trump, using the laws, is going to just probably fire Mueller at this point, and that'll be the end of that.
Dude, I don't know if you saw it. Putin made a joke like yesterday where he said, he goes, "Yeah, we'll give Comey asylum for being the leaker."
I love him, man. He's just been trolling. Yo, I'm telling you, it's like, these guys are trolling the establishment like Conor McGregor is trolling Floyd Mayweather. I love it.
No, it's pretty good shit, dude. Again, although there's scary times, they're also very interesting times. It's fun to watch.
It really is, man. All right, buddy, we're at the end of the show, man. Why don't you plug your service, your site, and how people could get a hold of you?
Perpetualassets.com. You could Google Perpetual Assets. You could go to Perpetual Assets. Will be the first however many results that come up. You could always call us. Our numbers on there, email, etc. IRAs, retirement accounts, where the client totally controls everything, which is huge for cryptocurrency. If you want to invest in cryptocurrencies with your retirement account, or physical metal if you want to hold gold or silver. We also have the metals card. But get on our website, watch as many videos as you want, read as many articles you want, do all the research you want, and drop us an email or give us a call with any questions.
Absolutely. Gus Demos, the man, the myth, the enigma, the Greek god himself. Thank you so much for being on, bro.
I'm blushing. Thank you. My pleasure as always, man. My pleasure. Have a lovely weekend, and always a blast, dude.
Yeah, and next week we'll do the same time. I just had things to do with. I got to take my kid to the doctor and stuff. So,
dude, I'm low maintenance, bro. On Thursdays I'm drinking pina colada.
I love you, dude. It's like hey, you're in New York. You better give me a call, man. We gotta hang, and I'll do the same when I'm from Chicago.
Done and done, brother. Done and done.
Awesome, bro. Take care, man. Thank you.
Likewise.